Hello, hello. It's that time again. It's Wolfpack time. I've been crunching out some overlay changes this morning. I'm gonna show you guys them. So we got the just chatting overlay back. So that's a plus. That's a W. Um, we got some other overlays in anticipation for these upcoming repairs. So that's gonna be fun. Just briefly, I gotta send two more posts out just to announce the live stream that we're live on Twitch and YouTube. But after that, we'll get started. So we have a PS5 that came from someone I've actually met in person. They're from Inverness, which is near Ocala. It's like 30 minutes from Ocala. So that'll be cool. Um, Other than that, we have this Guitar Hero guitar that we're gonna be working on. That'll be cool. I haven't worked on one of these in a little while, even though I have quite a few that I need to work on. But this one, it's having neck connection issues. So the connection between the neck and the bass seem to be going intermittent, which is causing button presses not to register. I'm also going to clean the contacts on the neck. And then we have a stuck button. The back button is stuck. Look like someone spilt something on it. So usually I'll just require a cleaning to get the tackiness off. But bear with me as I send out these two posts. But we should be good. If you guys hear anything that's off, just let me know. And I will take care of it. Actually, let me go back to the previous overlay, the starting overlay. As we just wait a little bit. Let's see. that's done. Oh man. Bet. Oh yeah, I had it propped up over here on the microscope just for the picture. All right, let's here, I'll put this here for now. And this one, boy oh boy. So we have a PS5 that's overheating, and the thing about this PS5 is, it came in a few days ago, but it made me wary because it was not packaged the best, to say the least. Like, I can hear it rattling around in there, which is not good. Because, vibrations, things in transit, it's just not good. So I'm a little concerned about this thing and how it's, the shape it's in. That's why I wanted to open the box on stream, just so it's all there. But we'll see. It's a big old box for PS5. This is the one thing where it would have been nice to keep the original box, because then you can ship it in the original box with the original packaging. But a lot of times... Oh, okay. So he did have the original box. Oh my gosh, you can hear that thing sliding around. Ugh. This does not make me feel good. So, wait, maybe it was packaged well, but it was just sliding in that box. No, that's still not that great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get that down there. So we got this PS5. Oof, the box is not in the best of shape, but make it work. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, well, why's the cover not on? My overhead camera may not pick that up. Here, let's switch over. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see in there. There's like the SSD cover is just down in there. It's a little interesting. Right? Okay. Yeah, when I package this thing to return, I'm just gonna wrap it so many times in bubble wrap. Oh, it's a digital edition. Okay. I got some dust on it. There we go. Oh, I guess I backed up my camera a little bit. Let's bring that forward. Oh, so this thing was opened up before. Okay. This thing was opened up. We have a few of the tabs broken, unfortunately. I don't want it to rattle around in there, so I'm just gonna pop it off. I'll put it in the box though. Okay. Let's see, what else came in the box? Okay. It's just the cover, power cord, and HDMI cable. Alright. So yeah, this cover was in there. This cover should go here, but I guess the screw's missing. Yeah, there should be a screw here. Do I have that screw? No, I don't. Okay, well. Oh, and there's a screw missing here. It's broken? Man. A lot of the screws are just not. This screw isn't in. That screw's not in. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. This PS5 came to me for overheating, so we'll replicate that. I'll turn it on just to make sure it powers on. And that's one thing I wanted to show you guys, which I think is pretty cool. I finally started using my capture card so I can feed console input data into my computer and then show you guys on stream. So I'll do that now. So I was testing it with an Xbox 360, which I will need in order to work on that Guitar Hero guitar. Alright, let's try to just turn this thing on. So I'm going to connect it to my computer now. Alright, got the power cable in. And then HDMI cord. Let's get that connected. Oh boy. It looks like someone opened it. They didn't really put it back together. Alright, it's turning on. We got a blue light, so that's good. Here, let's switch on over to the 4K capture. Alright, it's gonna be a black screen until it picks it up. Actually, here, so it's not, you guys aren't just looking at a black screen. I'll ensure that it comes up and then I'll switch over. So while that's doing that, take a look over here. I wonder if it just wasn't turned off properly, so it's taking longer to boot up. Okay, the fan is spinning. Is this thing gonna show video? Still waiting on a video feed. That does not give me a warm, fuzzy feeling, but we'll see. Let's connect this thing. Itchy. Okay. I don't like that I'm not getting picture. Maybe it's just the capture device. Maybe the settings are not right. So I guess it's still good to have a television. I'm gonna test it on the television now just to make sure that there's nothing going on here. Alright. Let me unplug this, turn this off, and alright. Switch on over to the just chatting view. Oh, it still has the chat logs of all the tests I was doing. That's what that is. I'm like, yeah, well, who's messaging all that? And that's all it was. Oh yeah, also, I don't know if you guys heard, if you guys are repeat people, we got emotes now. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go run real quick. I'll be right back. A customer just came arrived to drop something off, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just got two PS2s dropped off. Um, but anyway, So what we're about to do is we're gonna test this thing on an actual television to see if it comes up. Maybe my capture card, there's some settings that I tweaked that um, are preventing it from coming up there. Actually, let me look at the HDMI. Oh, well, maybe it wasn't my capture card now that I'm looking at it. Let me still try to test it. It might just have a loose connection. It may still work because the internal pins are fine, but the outer casing looks damaged on the HDMI port. But he didn't have the cable in there in transit, so I don't think it happened then. I think it may have happened beforehand. Oh yeah, that connection is super loose. Man, he didn't tell me about that. We'll see. Sometimes I just tell customers, just send it to me and I'll go over it, diagnose it, figure out what I think is wrong, and just let them know, you know? And then they can decide if they want to repair it or not. Oh, see, okay, video does come up, even though the connection's loose. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, maybe it's me. Because he said he was playing on it. Okay. Alright, so that's good to know. So I think, let me just inspect the thermal paste based on the customer's description of what the problem was. Just overheating. Um, but at least I know it turns on, HDMI works, so I don't have to worry about that now. It's always good to check your consoles first. I always tell people that. Fix it. Hey, it's Gene! Honorary pack member Gene. How you doing, man? How you doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? If you're gonna be at the Root later, I'll be there. Oh yeah, also got linked this weekend. Oh, okay, yeah, man, do that. I'm pretty sure you're not talking about playing Ocarina of Time, so you're talking about you know who. Yeah, enjoy time with your kiddo, man. Um, Small world. I'll say that, Gene. Small world. Did you tell him about me by chance, or maybe you just found me organically? So, fun fact for those tuning in, um, someone that Gene knows was the person who owned those controllers I fixed yesterday on stream. So it was just by chance we were talking and we found out that the guy before who joined the chat, Lino, knew Bulletproof. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Small world, man. Everybody knows everybody. You can't get away with nothing. What's going to do some paintball tomorrow if you want to come? Hey, uh, maybe actually, strong maybe. I can't like super confirm, but strong maybe actually. And if obviously I'm gonna need extra, I don't have gear, so if I'm sure you have extra. Something tells me that the wrong screws were not put in the proper spots. And that one's proper. This thing bent? Oh no, it's just put backwards. It should be like this. That's why. switch on over to the overhead cam. I mean too high-end setup. She said I mean too high-end setup. Late to the party also. What you fixing today? So today we got an overheating PS5, and then this is gonna be cool. Guitar Hero guitar. Have some intermittent buttons, and then also we have a stuck back button. This is for the Xbox 360. And this is actually a good way for me to learn how to fix a bunch of the guitars I got from Ready Set Game that need to get fixed. So I wanted to practice on this one. Look at that. Screw missing, screw present. I'm not sure if these screws got put in the correct spots. Okay, this screw isn't doing anything. Get my magnet. Yeah, because that screw does not belong there. Screw missing. Screw. And whoever... I don't know who worked on this before, but jeez. Screw missing. It's like they put every other screw. Not the right screw in that spot. You see, I think this is a good example for when I tell people, hey, if this console's been worked on by someone else, I'm gonna charge a little bit extra. This is why, because you never know what you're getting. It's more of a crapshoot, because you don't know what was done to it. You know, it reduces your odds of fixing it. Wow. Okay. What the heck? They routed... Oh no. Oh no. The wireless antenna cables got routed underneath the heat shields, and they just screwed it down. I wouldn't be surprised if Wi-Fi didn't work. They are like clamping that thing down. Alright, well, this is also a nice reason why I record and stream. It's insurance. So here's what I'm talking about, everyone, so you can see it. These cables, these wireless antenna cables, should not be routed underneath this heat shield. And they screwed this screw down, clamping on this thing. If it doesn't work, that's not on me. If it's damaged or broken now, yeah, it's definitely not on me. Improper reassembly. Of course, there's screws missing. Should be a screw here, it's missing. Screw there is missing. This is one someone else tried to fix and failed, right? That system's too new to be overheating. I agree, unless someone opened it and did an improper reassembly, especially since this thing has liquid metal. This is making me very nervous. It did turn on though, so I'm glad I tested it before opening it. It did turn on, but whew, it's not looking too good for the wireless antenna. But yes, that's my assumption too, Bulletproof. Someone tried to fix it and it didn't really go their way. Something tells me there's something underneath there that shouldn't be there. Underneath this metal housing. Okay, so this looks alright. Yeah, this was not supposed to be routed underneath. This wasn't even connected. And what is that? Is that liquid metal? I think I see liquid metal on the top side of the board already. On this side of the board. I think I see some here. I might have to show you guys under the microscope. This thing's maxed out. This is why liquid metal is so dangerous. So if you short something out that should not be shorted, it will cause some damage. So here, that's liquid metal. Here, let me focus up. So we have liquid metal there. We have liquid metal next to this connector. You see that little dot of it right there? Let me see if there's anywhere else where there's liquid metal. Yeah, who you telling, Gene? There's liquid metal there. Honestly, I kind of don't want to work on this thing anymore. Uh, that's crazy that this thing turned on. Here, let me try. Or let me not say I don't want to work on it. I think I'm gonna go back and say, hey, I'm gonna have to charge more. You have to be so careful trying to wick this stuff up, man. Like, it's way over here. It shouldn't be over here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's over here. It's everywhere it shouldn't be. I mean, if I'm seeing all this liquid metal here, then is there any even left on the processor? Okay. Oof, oh my goodness. Yeah, that thing is nice and bent. It might still make a connection actually though. Let me see. Okay, it still can make a connection. That's good. These antenna wires, boy. Some improper routing. Needs a hell of a spot cleaning, and removing the splatter can damage the board. Yep. Gene knows. Gene knows. So I'm taking my gloves off because liquid metal can stick to those gloves. So it's more likely not to stick to my um, fingers. Yeah, this cable is routed correctly. Oh man. He had the cable routed incorrectly and screwed through it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's broken. Oh. Yeah, that's all mangled up. It might still work, but if it doesn't, again, I don't like to sound like a negative Nancy, but jeez. Alright, let's just see. Let's keep going. Let's see. I'm gonna take this X clamp off and we're gonna see what's going on underneath here. And they stripped the screws too. Okay, that's good. I was able to get that one off. Nice. Okay. Excuse me. Checking to see if there's liquid metal on anything so I don't drop it somewhere. Yeah, there's some on this. Yeah, I can see it. Try to wipe it off now. The reason why alcohol is so good against liquid metal is because it causes it to ball up, which then allows you to extract, like remove it. It doesn't stick to alcohol. Alright, moment of truth, let's see. Okay, that's a lot of liquid metal. Like, that's a lot of liquid metal. Holy moly. And yeah, the board wasn't cleaned off, but they added, it looks like someone just added more liquid metal instead of cleaning off the oh my, instead of just cleaning off the dry spot. So you can keep adding, but if you don't clean off the oxidized dry spot, which is right there on the left, right over here, it's not gonna make a difference. You can add all you want. Wow, they are lucky it didn't eat through. Oh yeah. Literally, when I was taking this off, the amount of suction from the liquid metal is insane. Okay, well, I'm going to do my best to clean this off, clean the dry spot. I'm not gonna make any super promises on this type of repair. And I'm glad this is happening because it really shows people what I'm talking about. It's literally everywhere. I feel like that, what is that, Dumb and Dumber? When they were in the bathroom? That like bathroom scene from Dumb and Dumber? And it's like, it's everywhere. Like all this streaking is liquid metal, but it was obviously smeared flat. All that streaking. That's all liquid metal. Because I guess when someone wiped it up, they didn't use alcohol. And it already ate through the metal, so rip. It's alright, it shouldn't be a big deal. It's everywhere, man. Uh, it looks like someone just added a bunch more. Alright, we're gonna do the microfiber cloth method, which I find to be the best method for cleaning up the dye of the processor. Just need a little piece. Just enough to make it fit around a finger. You're gonna soak that thing in alcohol and then get to cleaning. So this being the heatsink side, it's not going to have a mirror finish, but it should be a lot cleaner than what it was. And I'm going to have to respread. Kind of, you don't even like really get rid of it. You kind of just move it out the way, honestly. Hey, it's G Burrito. What's up, kinfolk? Working on a PS5 that got Hiroshima'd, as Northridge Fix would say. It's very much so Hiroshima'd. There's liquid metal everywhere. It should not be like that at all. There's liquid metal literally everywhere. And the good thing about metal is it's conductive. And when it's liquidous, that means it can go everywhere. Yay! So that's what we're working with right now. Yup. And it looks like this person tried to fix it themselves or whatever, took it somewhere to get fixed. And they obviously recognized the overheating issue that this console was exhibiting. But instead of cleaning off the die, it looks like they just added more liquid metal too. And so when they went to go put it back together, maybe their hand slipped or whatever. I'm just surprised this thing turned on and no shorts were made. Like shorted this thing out and it just caused it not to work anymore. So this overheating job turned into a liquid metal hazmat job as well. And this is just from what I can see. With liquid, it can get everywhere, right? It fills the container that it's in. If you're in a nice big open container, well, yeah. So yeah, that's how it's going. That's howdy. Oh yeah, I changed the overlay, Gibarino. I'm curious to see what you think. I figured, I was getting feedback from my dad and others that I should maximize the real estate because what it was before, it was taking up, there was too much dead space. So I feel like this should be a bit better. Oh, let me get my wool swab to spread this thing. So yeah, I like it. I'm just chilling with my dog and eating a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, maybe it's a pub sub? Yo, if I got sponsored by Publix, bro, I would rock that. That would probably be my proudest sponsor. It's not even an electronics company, it's Publix. Just repping Florida hard. Alright, that's a much better spread of the liquid metal. Still way too much, my opinion. But the other side did look a little low, so I guess this side will compensate. Oh my gosh, bro, that is so much. Lol Wolfpack sponsored by Public Subs. Yum yum. Hey, that would be amazing. I would hype Publix up so much. Because all these guys, they get sponsored by, Taco Bell and whatnot, and that's cool and all. But yo, let me rep Florida. Born and raised. One of the few actually born and raised in Florida. A lot of times you hear people who just moved here. Alright, so I'm going to try to spot clean this thing of any liquid metal I see. And we shall go from there, folks. We shall see. Let me see. Does that help the lighting? It does, but it doesn't. It's not really necessary. Okay, I'll leave it off. Alright, got my swab nice and soaked. I already see liquid metal where it should not be. Oh my. You know what? I don't suffer from anxiety, thankfully, but this is probably something that would induce it. And I've learned to understand and respect people who do deal with it, over time, because it's easy to be like, well, I don't deal with that, so it doesn't exist, it's not real. Not saying I was 100% like that, but it's easy to do that, to not have empathy when you don't see it. Oh, nice, a capacitor got knocked off the board too. Great. I just noticed that. That's nice. Let me see if I can reinstall that. Hopefully I can. And that was for the Wi-Fi chip circuit, which was already not looking so hot. I might have to go into microscope view here shortly to show you guys. But let's get liquid metal off the board. There's still more. Alright, we got pet hair. Let's get that out of here. Well, good thing I did a visual inspection as well. Try to get stuff off. Honestly, if this thing doesn't turn on after I'm done working on it, I would not be surprised. Because seeing as how it was mishandled and improperly reassembled, and it worked, it probably was a fluke. And then me coming in here to work on it, I could dislodge a piece of liquid metal from where it was to somewhere it shouldn't be, and then boom. No worky. Don't put that to. He can always just hardwire it. Don't put that to the universe. Yeah, you're right. Let me not give Murphy something else to work with. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the capacitor I was talking about. I'm going to see if I can just reflow it. Yeah, at this point I'm going to have to charge a little bit more. Alright, let's go to microscope view. Let's get this thing in frame right there. Zoom in. You see that? See how it's broken off the pads? Should not be like that, to say the least. I might be able to just reflow that. Here, let me get my hot air station on. Apply some flux. Oh, okay, I see what you were trying to say. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, the fact that it turned on and was running, and I tested it here, that's a really good sign. Let me get my glove on. Autocorrect is really kicking your butt today. these tweezers got are bent a little bit. Off. Yeah, this thing takes a good amount of heat. One side must be going to ground. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I can see it. Yeah, it's going to ground. The bottom pad, from the perspective we're seeing, goes to ground. Alright, I think I'm gonna touch it up manually. Just add solder that way. If I'm generating enough heat. I'm sure the top side is gonna be soldered just fine, but the bottom I don't trust it. Because it's a ground plane, and ground planes take way more heat. To rub metal everywhere. Add some flux. Frame, sit back in frame there, right there. He just woke up making him some food. Alright, yeah, do your thing, man. Hang with the kiddo. Pretty sure the connection is made, but I'm gonna just double check it with my meter. I can check by going one side to the top part of that capacitor and the other side to ground somewhere else on the board, and that'll let me know the connection's going through the cap. I think I gotta do that diode mode. Clean it off. Alright, it's a good sign. Yep. You know what? Or I could check it just like this. Give me a little more confidence. Yeah. Alright, that's good. Scraped away a little more conformal coating and just, or solder mask to expose it on the other side. So now I know for sure connection is made. Right. Nice. That looks good. That looks very good. A little brush. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go back to overhead. Let's take a look. Alright, so we reattached the capacitor, cleaned up the liquid metal off the board that we could see, doing another visual inspection just to make sure we got as much as we could, because I would hate for this thing to get reassembled and then not work. That will get on my nerves a lot. A good amount, a healthy amount of annoyance. Man. It's okay. Nope, I see more of it. I see more. Sorry if my head and hat are getting in the way. Just cleaning up some liquid metal I'm seeing in places where it should not be. Get this underneath the microscope. See what we can find. So right here, right there, you can see liquid metal is still present. Like all these shiny vias, they should not be shiny like that. Should not be anything in there. But I can only clean so much. Let's get these liquid metal walls out of there. See if I can get it to stick to this. Oh no, is that liquid metal? Is that it right there? Oh, let me zoom in. Let's get this thing in view. You see it right there on that pin. Fourth pin to the left and all around it. refreshed it. See, look at it. It's at like a microscopic level. Alright, let me see if I can clear that out. Actually, a good thing there's some fibers on the tip of this knife. Oh, yeah, I can see particles of liquid metal on top of this part. Let's go back over to the overhead cam view. I'm just gonna be looking. Look at it. That is so lucky that it's shorting something that's supposed to be making contact. That is lucky. Oh my goodness. Alright, here. I want to show you guys this. Do you see that bead of liquid metal between this side of the capacitors? That is extremely lucky because those connections are supposed to be made. So it's not doing any harm from being there. Let's see, is this liquid metal? No, okay. It's just this. I don't know how to clean that up. Excuse me. Let's see how much of this we can clean off. So lucky, man. It's like getting a critical hit in Pokemon. Like, it's all RNG at that point. Right? It's out of your hands. Honestly, I might have to leave that little bit on the board. I can't figure out how to get this stuff off. Liquid metal is so finicky. Like, it sometimes it absorbs on materials, sometimes it doesn't. As long as it's not shorting things that should not be shorted, we should be good. Boy, oh boy. Excuse me. Still finding some. Alright, all these parts look good. It's the HDMI chip. Let me see this. It's looking a little weak. But it is the OEM HDMI port though. Still performing a visual. It's what it takes. It's what it takes. Yep, I see some more liquid metal where it should not be. There's some right here. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. Don't like that. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. And we'll get a new one. Recently relocated my Chemtech wipes on my bench. Gotta get used to that. Look at that, boy. It's like everywhere. So this is that hot spot I'm telling you guys about. So all this left side of the processor is all dried up, but this right side is all liquidous. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, folks. Got a call from a customer. I gotta send out. Man, my onboarding process, I gotta find a way to get that more streamlined. So right now it's all manual, or like if someone needs a repair, I have to like message them. That's why I need to hurry up and get a website made. So that way everybody could just go through the website, and then at the end of the day, I could look at it and then reply to all of them or send out estimates, whatever. Something more streamlined. Well, it's good timing though. It lined up with an ad break. Um, yeah. All right. Let's keep doing this visual inspection. Sorry about that. Duty calls, which is actually a good thing, right? Getting more orders. I think it'll also be good in the future to have that website kind of route, so that way it doesn't break up the stream and I don't have to take a call too. It'll just be better all the way around, the more I think about it. All right, so next, what we're gonna do is clean off this dye and then we're gonna test. Man, that liquid metal is looking rough. Oh, oh, like that. I gotta push my PC back. The microscope arm swung into it. I had it at the right distance where it wasn't doing that, but I recently adjusted some things. Yeah, it should clear it. Oh no, it's not clearing at all. How'd that happen? Alright, that should be good. Yeah, I don't want to damage this PC, man. PC took a lot of effort and cost. A lot of effort and cost to get here. Alright, reply to the customer. Alright, so microfiber cloth time. Where are my skeezers? I need my skeezers. Excuse me. Alright, cleaning off that oxidation. Boom. Nice and clean. Alright, and immediately throw that junk away. Do not reuse it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Throw it away. Now we just need to respread. Oh yeah, that's respreading as it should. Much better. Alright. Let's get this thing wrapped up and out of the way. Don't want this guy to cause an issue. Alright, let's do it. There you are. Let's get this moved over here. I gotta figure out a way to stress test this. I'll stress test this in the back as we work on the Guitar Hero guitar. The Les Paul. Crappy thing is, I kind of want to reassemble it completely to test it. This might be a little bit of a pain. Let's get the X clamp on there. pressure to hold this thing down. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. Good old Sony with their original PS5 with all the screws in the world. Kinda wanna put screw here. There's supposed to be a screw there. I guess I shouldn't whistle. It'd probably be loud in your guys' ears, or however you're listening. Alright, for those tuning in, we have this PS5 that was exhibiting overheating, and upon more inspection and working on this thing, whoever worked on this thing last really did a number on it. There was liquid metal in places where it should not be, but somehow this thing was turning on, which is remarkable in my opinion. Still find that hard to believe. I don't think all the screws are present, but I'm gonna do as much as I can. Maybe there were just screws where there shouldn't have been. Oh no, there's definitely some screws missing. That's the last screw that was present. So there's 1 screw, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 screws missing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. That's not too bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not great either, but it's not no worse. Okay, so we got this reassembled. Let's get the fan back on, or the top cover. Excuse me. What the? Are the back screws taken out too? There's 2 screws to hold. Those screws, you don't even need to touch them. Okay. Is it this one? I know one of them is a thinner screw. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm mistaken. And these 2 screws were removed. I'm pretty sure they're thin ones. It's not these ones, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not those. It's the thin ones. The finer pitch screws are supposed to be there. But it's not grabbing. That's why I'm like concerned if the right length is missing. Which, considering how the rest of this repair went, I would not be surprised. I may just need to forego them. It's alright. Alright, let's route these antenna cables properly on the top side, like they're intended to go. Yeah, this one was okay. It still makes a connection. This adhesive isn't holding anything. Let me just put some adhesive down. My Kapton tape is in my drawer over here. should work. Don't need to put too much adhesive. You never know. Alright, let's get this cover back on. Well, I hope this thing holds together. They didn't have all the screws, so I'm gonna try to put them in strategic locations and try to hold everything together as best as possible. And two, we got our corners, that's good. What's very important is the fan assembly. Fan, or maybe doesn't feel good. Alright, let's get this thing turned on and try to do some stress testing. And while that's going on, we're going to work on this controller. Let's turn it on. Have that on in the background. Let me get this hooked up again. Oh boy. I don't know if I have a very demanding game. Very demanding game on the PS5. I'm gonna have to look and see what game really stresses the console the most. Then I'll start using that as my stress test game. Alright, let's see what's up with the 4K. The 4K Pro. Okay, so that's working. Alright, cool. Alright, in the meantime, let's walk on over to the other screen and do some testing. Alright, it's charging, that's good. Alright. Oh, I can't test the disk drive. Oh my Lanta. Usually I would find a game to test it with the disk drive. I don't have the disk drive. Well, let me test the network connection because of how damaged the cable was. Okay. Network's working good. Bluetooth, I'm assuming, yeah, it works just fine. That's good, so that's good. That's a good sign. I'm gonna lay this thing flat. Okay. Roblox 2K? Uh-oh. Is it not gonna work? I don't know of a game I can test. How am I supposed to test this thing? Alright, I'll figure that out. I could just leave it on for now. Man, I wish there was like a USB disk drive that I could just attach to it. So I can connect a game. Alright, anywho. In the meantime, we can test the this guitar. And this is something new. This is new to the stream. I added this input. Check it out. Check it out. Boom! Look at that. We got the capture card working, which is super cool. So now, yes, that is my Xbox Live username. It's out there. I'm leaking it. Look at that. All the authentic sounds and everything. Out here playing Xbox 360. Okay, he's online. That was funny. Alright, so we can go ahead and we're going to launch Guitar Hero 2 in order to test this guitar, this Gibson Les Paul, and I'm going to replicate the issues this thing is facing. Granted, what is cool is the warranty sticker hasn't been removed on this thing ever, so that's a good sign. Let me go ahead and connect it. It connects just fine. Alright, so let's launch Guitar Hero 2. So we can replicate the issue. Apparently it just has like a very intermittent, has an intermittent connection on the neck buttons. Really sound too loud. If I'm not like blasting people. I really hope not. Not many people here at this time. Actually, I wonder if my cloud save is still there. Here, actually, I'm gonna shut the music off for now. So I think orange is a culprit, and yeah, see, orange isn't. See, it seems pretty responsive now, but then I have to like push down between the two halves. So the connection is just kind of weak. Yeah, when I pull apart, it goes away. Let's see. I think red, whatever pin is responsible for red also does it. Yeah, look, I'm pressing orange and nothing, but when I push between the two or hold the neck at a certain position, it works just fine. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. You're trying to play and you can't. Alright. Alright. That's enough testing. We can figure this thing out. I just thought it was cool to show you guys that I got the capture card working and we can literally test um, consoles and games live now. Instead of walking over, I can just patch it over into the stream. I still got to figure out a way to test that, to put the stress test that, because for overheating issues. Because it's a digital console. See, this is another reason why digital sucks. But alright, let's go ahead. And then also, I think I mentioned this before, maybe not, but the back button is stuck. It looked like there was a slight spillage on it at some point. Alright, let's see. Let's end this up. Alrighty, so while that is paused and in the background, I got my Xbox 360 that I refurbished, that I use for testing, just a black gloss one. I even kept the sides off of it so it gets even better ventilation. Ideally, you should have it laid flat. For most consoles, that's better. Alright, let's switch back over to the overhead cam view, and let's see what we can do. First things first, remove power. Remove our power source, which is these Thunderbolt Magnum batteries. We got Thunderbolt Magnum batteries. Oh, there's some corrosion on the battery contacts. Okay, we'll take care of that too. Is it coming from this though? These don't appear to be leaking, so okay. So next, we're gonna take the neck off the guitar. Boom. We're gonna take the faceplate off. It just has a locking tab. Take this off. Man, it used to be so cool depending on the faceplate you had. It was like such a big deal. Guitar Hero was dope for its time, man. It's the reason I got into rock music was through video games, but specifically Guitar Hero. Yeah, it's so cool. Red octane, baby. All right. Yeah, you can see definitely evidence of spillage. Let me put my gloves on. Give this thing a good cleaning. Well, opening and then cleaning. Let's go ahead and I think these things are like pretty recessed down in there. They're Phillips, but they're like deep. It's like deep socket Phillips. Let me see if this can fit. Nope. All right. I'm gonna have to go run to my garage. Like Ty Lopez. I'm just here in my garage with all my books and knowledge. Gotta have that knowledge. All right, we're back with screwdrivers. What? Oh, are they not Phillips? Oh, they're not Phillips. They're security bits. Oh, look at that. Would have been wasting my time screwing around with this thing. All puns intended. I guess I may not need these from here. Well, if that's the case, I gotta figure out how to get, because this ain't gonna work. How's that gonna work? Is this like an extender? Nope. How did I open up one of these before? Hmm, it's like just deep enough. Okay, well, that's the middle screw. Let me see if I can do all of them. Alright, first 5 of 10. Let's see, 2 hours. And this last screw is gonna be a pain, huh? Oh, no, it's not. Nice. Oh, yeah, and then the screw under the warranty sticker. It's the true last screw. I got something for that guy. think that through now, did I? All right, pop this out. Yeah, I never knew what this port was for. It's like a phone jack. Maybe it connects to something, but I don't know what. Are you guys gonna see what the inside of one of these controllers looked like and why it was so light? Let's get that phone jack cover. Alright, I see a connection that we need to remove. Like power input. Does this come out? Pretty sure that comes off. Yeah, it does. Alright, cool. So right now I'm just trying to separate the two halves without causing any damage. I'm pretty sure this just comes out. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like press fit in there. So nubby. Alright, that's what the inside of one of these controllers look like. Whole lot of air. This is the whammy bar. Cool, they got a little dampening at least. That's pretty nice. Alright, so we need to get behind. Let's tackle this first, which is oh. So yeah, these press pins make the connections for all the buttons on the neck. My assumption is these things, like the spring goes weak or they just get a little oxidized. I'm gonna try to clean that off from not only that end, but from the neck end too. It's like mechanical switches, man. That's so cool. Very simple design. Alright, let's get further in towards those buttons. I'm going to save that here so I know to use it later. Wonder if I can get around this thing. I could just take it off. Okay. How do I get this thing off of there? Oh, okay. Simple enough. These two screws. And the start and back button. Excuse me. Oh yeah, nice and stuck. Alright, so this guy needs a good cleaning. That should about do it. Yeah. So I was being a little too quiet for a little too long. My headset like automatically shut off. Alright, this one I'm gonna have to take to the sink. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me get my glove on, man. This alcohol is drying out my fingers. What is that stuff? Like molasses. Ooh, you know what sounds good today? An acai bowl. I think I'm gonna get one of those today. All right, got all that scum off. So that's that button. It's gonna be resolved. Can it only go one way? Yeah, it can only go one way. One way. Oh yeah, not sticking at all. All right, so that's taken care of. Now let's get this guy back there. Then we got to figure out this intermittent button issue. That one's going to be a little bit tougher to figure out exactly what's going on. But I think we can get it. Oh, it's Stan the man. Hey Stan, sorry I'm just now seeing your message. I was engrossed. Welcome. Yeah, you just missed it. It's actually up in the background on this TV. I'm stress testing it now. I think it went pretty well. I mean, it was way more than anticipated. It looked like whoever worked on it before mishandled it. There was a bunch of screws missing. There was a component ripped off the board, a capacitor that I had to resolder back on. And then there was also liquid metal was well, let me not say everywhere, but it was in many places it shouldn't have been. So that's how that went. But I think we got it taken care of, and the PS5's in a good state. I'm just trying to figure out how to stress test this thing because it's a digital console and all the games are locked behind Reese's account. So I got to figure out how to like get get a game downloaded in order to test. But now we're on to the Guitar Hero guitar repair. So these look good, actually. I wonder what they look like underneath the microscope. Just curious. So these are the pins that attach to the neck of the guitar in order to let you know, in order for it to get the data to it. Let me erase this up. Won't play PS4 games? It will, but it's a digital only console. It doesn't have a disk drive. If it did, I would have tested it. Dang, that's crazy. Glad you're able to fix it. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a quick little success. Also, Stan, I don't know if you heard, but we got emotes, new emotes, specific to Wolfpack Electronics, the channel. Yeah, so this 8-pin connector looks alright. I'm gonna clean it anyway. Use some contact cleaner. I don't always use this stuff, but why not? I have it. Might as well. I feel like alcohol does a good job too, but might as well use it if you got it. Just so I know the pins are in the best shape they can be before starting. I go look at the pads, the mating side. Hey, using the party emote. All right, those look solid. Those pins, these pins here, they look really good. They look really good. All right, back over to overhead. Ew, that version. What do you mean, ew, that version? Oh, yeah, with the pins. Eventually, they went to a connector that almost looks like an HDMI port. I know what you're talking about, Gene. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this style because of this connector. It causes intermittent button presses. But all right, that's that done. That side is done as it's gonna be. Let me work on the neck side. Actually, let me put this back together. Or at least put a few screws. Oh yeah, Gene, what'd you end up feeding the kiddo? Because I'm thinking about food because I'm hungry as heck right now. But yeah. Might have to feed me. Pause. Big pause. Solid. We went to we went to Doubles earlier. He has his leftover nuggies. What's Doubles? What the heck is Doubles? Never heard of that. Is that slang for something else? Like McDonald's? McDoodles? Double arches? Like what is doubles? I'm gonna assemble it just this far. I'm not gonna put any screws. All right, so now we have the neck. Oh no, it's a place here on Beachside. What? Never heard of it. Sounds like a good time if you're frequenting. All right, so we got no neck screws. Yeah. So the orange button was the real culprit. I was showcasing that earlier on stream. It's awesome. We'll take you one day. So what kind of food? Like a diner? Is it like a diner? Oh my goodness, I forgot to have them turn the music back on. It's because I was playing Guitar Hero a little bit to test it and I didn't want it to conflict. Oopsies. It's nice and dry in here. Dang, I know that's lame. This is all extra dry, no music, no mayonnaise on your sandwich. And I'm like wondering why my headset keeps dying, because, it's going into like a standby mode. And so it shuts itself off when it doesn't have inputs. Alright. Dude, the amount of empty space in these things and the amount of money they were charging is ridiculous. All the R&D went into the mechanical housing. This is my song. Alright, let's get this off and inspect the contacts for the individual buttons. Also, Stan, if you're still here, Reese's PS5 had a hot spot, and I think that's what was causing it. Like an oxidized portion of the processor. It looked like someone tried to just add more liquid metal, but they didn't clean the die. So that didn't really solve the issue. They didn't clean the processor off, so it had that oxidized spot. So it's not conducting anything. It's not conducting any heat. Release the Kraken. Jeez. It really just press fit everything, huh? All right. Good. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that the problem's on this side. I think the problem's here. But I will do my due diligence. Rookie mistake. Yeah. You see, I wasn't sure if Reese tried it himself or he took it somewhere. Curious. He didn't mention that. Let's clean these contacts off. And the buttons are definitely not the problem. Big old buttons. Rookie mistake. Alpha in the background. Hey, what's up, Dad? Stan said the guy he bought it from said he fixed it after buying a new one. That's why he was selling it. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that a whole lot. Ain't no cap in that statement. And maybe he thought he did. He thought, okay, it's overheating. Let me just add more thermal compound and that should fix it. But that did not do it. Here's the solder joint start to go to. Doubt it. Be careful, I don't want to rub off too much of the carbon. Well, hopefully I can figure out a way to stress test this thing. I just had it on. It's been on for almost an hour now, no problem. But it's just in the idle screen, so that's not really taxing on the processors. I need to run something taxing. Yeah, the solder connections are fine. All right. Man, how am I supposed to? They really like get that thing on there, man. Jeez. All right, not bad. Okay. Screw that back down. I don't have to worry about it. Maybe you can log into his account. Yeah, I was trying to run 2K, but he has his account all locked up and all the games tied to it. I was thinking of just maybe downloading a demo. In fact, I should probably do that now, so it just knocks out in the background. Alright, so let's clean this side. And if that doesn't work, I just think it needs more pressure between the pins and the contacts and the pads. It was all like a spring-based solution. I don't think the spring is like worse off or anything. So WD-40 Specialist Contact Cleaner. Alright, they look a little bit better. I wonder if like there's a way I could jam something. Something to kind of put more pressure on it from this end. Kind of push it forward a little bit. I wonder. Like a piece of something. Let me see what I can come up with. Just to kind of butt up against the back side of it. So I know. Let's see if this is a viable solution. Maybe I can come up with some type of like 3D printed solution. Yeah, and you can. Oh yeah, I have a perfect idea. You can make a hole and basically something that pushes up against this, and you slide it over. You slide it over what's already here, and that'll provide extra rigidity, make it a little bit longer on this side, and it'll just literally push this. That's all it'll do is provide some extra tension. Boom, solution. This is why I need to get a 3D printer, man. I can cook that up in SolidWorks or something. Boom. Man, that's pretty good too. Or just do this. Seems to work pretty well. Alright, let's get that top back on. We're gonna test. Of course, you always gotta test. Alright. Alright, let's get all these screws in. So we did a cleaning and a little bit of a push mod because I just want to see if that works. If that does work, I'll create a more permanent solution. Maybe even sell it. Also, I'm glad you guys are here. You guys can see the stream upgrade I'm going to showcase today. Or I have been. I showcased it a little bit earlier and I mentioned it, but you guys will get to see it since you're here. Alright. Nice. Let's get this on there. Yeah, like it's just not, it's not like a strong, coming down enough. Alright. Well, there's one way to test this, right? Or not one way, but let's go ahead and test it. Oh, I gotta put the batteries back in. That'll help. This thing on. Get the cover back on, just so I don't have to think about it. Alright. Look at how we're gonna test this. Boom! Gameplay coming straight off of my Xbox 360 into a capture card. Let's see, any improvement? Nope. Yeah, it's still super intermittent. See that? That seems to. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the stupid neck, man. And there's a latency on this thing. I would have to calibrate it. Yeah, see? That's the problem with this thing. It's intermittent as heck. Like trying to twist it to see where it wants to work. It's not based on the button. I'm like 1,000% sure it's not based on the button. Because if I hold the button and I move the neck, it'll connect. It'll make contact. Yeah, the button's fine. It's the neck connection. Wait, now it's all working very consistently. But I didn't do anything. What did I do? Wait, now it's like super consistent. Wait, fail. Why are you not failing? How did it become all consistent all of a sudden? Yeah, the back button, that was the easier fix. What happened? Why? Why are you consistent now? Red occasionally would not work. This is pretty consistent. I gotta figure out what exactly I'm doing. Alright, so let me disconnect. Let me act like I'm connecting for the first time, see what happens. I'm holding orange. Yeah, see, nothing. Nothing. Hmm, nothing. Alright, let me try putting the screws down to add some rigidity on the back of this thing and see if that makes a difference. Alright, let's go back to the overhead cam. Let me take the neck off. Take batteries out. Let's get these screws in. I wonder if I could do the same for the board. Actually, here. Let me just do these two up here, closest to the neck, and then I'm gonna see if I can do something. Excuse me, on the board, on the other board. All right. Yeah, it's the stupid connector. All right, no change. Let's see what we can do. Let's figure something out. I don't think it's on the neck side. I'm gonna see about the guitar side or the strum side or whatever. Bass? We call it the bass. Not like actual bass like the instrument, but B-A-S-E, not B-A-S-S. And might have to go use the restroom real soon. Okay, I'll use the restroom about in a minute. Oh boy. I think I need to have this thing. Disconnect power. This to the side. Alright, we'll be right back. Those who are here, I'm just gonna go run to the restroom real quick. BRB. All right, we're back. Back. Wonder if I could do the same thing. This guy. Why else would it be intermittent? It's gotta be this guy. This guy's 6. Hmm. Hmm. See, that little bit of play is enough to cause an issue, I bet. Alright, let's see if that adds a bit more rigidity so we get good contact. That's wireless, right? Yeah, it's wireless. It uses Xbox's proprietary wireless thing. Can't think of doing anything much more. Good old eraser. I mean, those contacts are pretty clean. I think it's just a pressure issue. Maybe that module at the bottom with all the springs can be replaced or something. I don't even know where you would even get something like that. Alright, let's see. Make this connection, this power connection. Alright, let's do another test. See what we can come up with. Uh-huh, we'll see about that. I'm kind of nice at this game. Granted, I'm nerfed by this guitar, but I don't know about that. Oh! Oh! Did we do something? Did we do the thing? I'm like trying to induce a failure. Here, let me remove it. Put it back. Oh, baby. Oh. So that time, not so much. I can't even say it's improved. Dang it. It was working so well. I know it's not the button. Oh, boy. You know, I just realized, like, this music is copyrighted. Probably. But I'm playing it through Guitar Hero, though, so that's weird. I don't know if they would kick me for that. Probably would. Or, mute the VOD. Also, kick butt. Yeah, kick butt got flagged, but I allowed it. Oh. It's just a contact issue, man. Not that you would know this, I was top of the wild leaderboard for Guitar Hero 3 for the first year. It was out. Oh, snap. Dang, so you're like cracked? Now I'm kind of a little concerned. Audio sounds a little rough. Mangled Cherries was my band name. Hey, we got the last note, and then we lost it. Also, Gene, since you're here, can you let me know if like the 4K input is loud? So basically, Guitar Hero, is it loud? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, I have the mixer set to like 7% for it. Oh, geez. Man, I was looking for a song with some orange notes so I can see what it's like when you actually gotta hit them. It's working just fine. Oh, wait, no. Knights of Sidonia, that was my song. That song is hard as frick. I wonder, just a crapshoot. I'm curious of trying reflowing those connector pins. See what happens. Running out of ideas, and I'm getting very hungry. Yeah, my stomach just growled. Darn, man. I really wanted to get this one done. I forgot for how Knights of Sidonia even went. I remember the vocals though. I would have to hear it. Oh, we're already playing copyrighted stuff. Might as well. Bad connection. What about the wireless? The wireless is solid. I know on the PS3s sometimes with the dongle the wireless can be kind of crappy, but on these Xboxes the wireless is pretty solid. I know it's not gonna do anything, but at this point, I'm just like, what do I got to lose? Might as well just try it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just bad connections between the stupid neck and the base. That pin system, that's why they moved away from it. But I bet they were getting a lot of returns over time, or with heavy use during the era. Excuse me. Alright, I knew that's not gonna make a difference, but I wanted to do it anyway. Is it cracked? Oh wait, shouldn't all PlayStations have Astro's Playroom? I feel like that would be pretty demanding with water physics. I just thought of that. Water physics are pretty demanding. Cars packed for paintball tomorrow. You ready? I mean, maybe? I think I've only been paintballing one time in my whole life. The real question is, are you ready? How's your back doing? Because you about to carry me if I do go. It's gonna be a hard carry. Let me not say hard. I'm not the slowest uh, horse in the race. I got you, boot this guy. You know what? I want to test this with my meter just to show I'm not crazy. Like the issue is not at the button, not at the switch. It's at the you know what? I have to figure out which. Assuming it's 1-to-1. Like trying to press this down and I would have to take this apart some more. I don't want to. They tell tales of my prowess of of the field. Ain't that and that ain't no jest. Oh snap. Well, I mean, if you're out here getting stinking crazy, um, that one paintball gun you showed me, that thing was insane. The custom paint job and everything. Okay, so the inner two. The inner two. So 5 and 4 are orange. You know what? While I'm here, might as well just do it. Not many things I would say I'm actually good at paintball. I am a boss. Dang. So, what do you think makes you good at paintball? Is it just your accuracy? Is it strategy? Is it timing? Working as a team? All the above? Gotcha. Sorry, messaging a customer right now. Oh man. Okay. So I retouched up every solder joint. Next thing I was gonna do is double check the button, which was 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is 4 and 5. Let's see. If I like have this thing on the corner trying to press it by pushing on it, then I can probe with my other hands. So we need 4 and 5. Ask Charity even. Mainly I'm hyper aggressive and my snap shooting is pretty good. Ask Charity. Yeah, I'll have to ask. Yeah, see the button is totally fine. It actuates with like barely even any pressure. See, this is what I wanted to prove. It's not the button. It's not the connections to the button. It's the connection here to the stinking the neck between the neck and the base of the guitar. Two, three, 4, 5. So it's the middle connections that are the weakest, which makes sense because the prongs or the indents from the prongs are the lightest in the middle. Here's connection 4. This thing. Try a few more things though, and then I'm gonna call it. I have seen, I think people try like a piece of cardboard in the back too, just to basically make some tension. Oh, let me get these screws in. Hey Gene, when did you start playing? If you're still here, when did you start playing paintball? Like when you were young? Sweet. Thanks. Sorry again, messaging that customer. Yeah. Let's do it. This is the last box of pizza. I don't know what else to try after this. There has to be some way to add more tension. Oh, wait. When I was 11, geez, I was D3 for many years, aka semi-pro. Then I had to get a job. Hey, I understand. Dang, that's pretty cracked. 11? No wonder why you're nice. There's certain things that you're just gonna get that somebody else won't. Alright, let's see if that alone did it. If not, I'm going to try this so-called cardboard method. Okay, wedging something here between the neck and the guitar and see what that does. Let's pause the music. It's like worse, bro. Okay, I don't need to spend more time on that. Alright, let's see. Let's get the music back. let's see. Can't use that box, but I have a box nearby. I'll be right back. Alright, we got the potential solution according to the interwebs. Let's see. This isn't like the cleanest, most professional solution, but apparently this is like the meta. Apparently. Oh, yikes. If this works, I'm gonna kind of be pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even be mad. Why would I be mad? It fixed it, I guess. Now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be kind of foolish. A rubber band would probably also be effective, Gene. Now that you said it, and I have a ton of rubber bands like right there. Let's not have that spamming people's ears. Oh, my finger. That kind of hurt. That kind of hurt a little bit. What was I looking for? Battery. All right, let's see. See if these guys on the interwebs know what they're talking about. Oh, wrong one. All right. All right, let's see. Wow, didn't do anything. What a letdown. In fact, it like kind of made it worse. Oh wait, no. Alright, I'm gonna have to look into other solutions at this point. I don't want to spend more time on stream just farting around with this thing. You know what? Let me try and put the cardboard on the other side. It's just such a rig. But let's see. I gotta figure out the dimensions on this thing. I'm like low-key wanting this to work, not even gonna lie. Just 'cause the novelty of it. Oh, snap. Okay, so it doesn't need to be that long, I guess. Okay, I guess even that long is too long. That's too much material. Let me see if I can do a little bit less. Let's get that right under there. Oh no. Did it latch? I think it latched. Alright, let's try. This is the last thing I'm gonna try before ending the stream. Or talking for a little bit and then ending the stream. No shot. Are you serious? This can't be real life. This isn't real. It adds like just enough tension for it to work. Well, I mean, let me see how repeatable this is though. Let's say someone wants to take it apart. Here, let's go back to the overhead cam. Let's say customer wants to take this thing apart to store it or whatever. Can't believe cardboard is in my repertoire of repair items. That's ridiculous, but sure you can come up with something super fancy and charge a bunch of money, but cardboard and scissors, man. Cardboard and scissors. I don't like a whole lot of clutter. Alright. Alright, let's take this thing off. Oh man, that thing wedged in there kind of perfect. Alright, let me put it back. And let's see if it still holds that much tension. Let's see if it still does the thing that it needs to. Oh, no. I like want it not to work. Okay, well, I got what I wanted, I guess. All the other buttons work just fine. It's just this one. The orange. Not juicing right. Well, it does net a significant improvement, an immediate improvement. But like you could play. Like, oh, I need to get a monitor. Alright, I'm jacking up the solo. There's like a little bit of latency. Just enough to like wreck you. Or maybe I'm just giving excuses, one or the other. It's like a mental trick. But look at that. Look how consistent it works. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Can y'all believe that? A piece of cardboard, man. Ended up being like the final thing. I reflowed all the connections. I double checked the button. The switch was totally fine with my multimeter. Ended up just being, it's a contact issue between the base and the neck. I wonder if someone makes some type of like guaranteed solution device that like you it guarantees proper fitment and it won't be intermittent. Kind of like what they made with the NES for the game cart slot, the Nintendo drawer. I wonder if someone makes something similar to that. Because I feel like that would do it. That would be clutch. Then you wouldn't have to worry about this. But hey, this is kind of the trick for now until a more permanent solution comes out on the market. I think what reminded me to do this was I watched a video a long time ago by Asai. He's like one of the bigger Guitar Hero YouTubers. And I think he was even talking about, like he showcased that's how he gets past that issue with certain versions of the guitars. That's why he gravitates towards, I think, the wired Xbox 360 guitar. Oh, Chris got a new ones? Well, third-party guitars rather. Oh, okay. Yeah, he had a bunch of guitars that he gave to me to try to just take a look at, and um, I've been like wanting to go through this one to kind of just see what some of the issues would be. The only guitar I fixed before this one, excuse me, um, was a Gibson Les Paul, just like this one, but for the PS3. The PS3 had a different connection for, or different way method of wireless connectivity. And what happens is there's capacitors on the base of the guitar that end up going. And so when you replace them, that fixes it. The symptom you'll see is exactly, it had a dongle. What you'll see is the guitar will like flash, but it'll never connect to the dongle. And that's usually because those capacitors went. So, I was just thinking about streaming myself playing video games today, but I'm kind of good. Might do that tomorrow, actually. Like Sundays are off days, like no repairs, but I could just sit there and play some video games till it's time to go to work or something. If I'm home. Excuse me, I still gotta figure out a game to play. Kingdom Hearts was good. Ocarina of Time is good. Especially now I got this capture card, I can just feed the data in. I might play the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time, the collector's discs. We'll see. But yeah, I think today was a good stream overall. Got 2 repairs done, better than nothing. Um, Had some homies join. That's always good. Let me turn this Xbox off. Got the capture card working. That's always cool. Go enjoy the spot. Oh, doubles? Shoot, let me look it up real quick. It's just called Doubles Beachside. That's it. If you want to come, text me later. Yeah, okay. Wait, go where? Like, you going to the route? Or are you just hanging with your boy today? Oh, yeah. Oh, so they serve like Philly cheese. I'm looking at them right now online. They serve like Philly cheese, just like a diner almost. Dang, it's nice inside. Holy smokes. Dang, that's real nice. Is this new? Oh, okay. Gotcha. When did this pop up? This thing looks nice. No? I mean, the exterior, interior, maybe it was recently renovated? It moved though from its OG location. Oh, so they came up. They had to come up. Yo, rap sounds fire. Racket fries? Can you explain to me what racket fries are? Can you explain that to me, Gene? The heck are racket fries? Like waffle fries? They call them racket fries? Because I guess technically it's the same. Yeah, wow. Called it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit that spot up. What did I just knock off? Oh, battery cover. So what do you get there? They are large? Oh, snap. Maybe that's why they call them racket fries. BLT, sweet spot bowl. Oh, they have an acai bowl. Ooh. I was craving one today. Best handmade strips locally. Like chicken strips? Oh, come on, Gene. You just get chicken strips, man. I guess you and your son, he gets the nuggies, you get the strips. You get the adult version. What? Come on, Gene. That's alright. Everybody got their thing. Oh, you share with them. Okay. Okay. Smart kids these days, boy. They don't be eating like they used to. Or not like how I did, I guess. They are crack. Also, awesome sandwiches. Okay. My mom gets that bowl. She likes it. Yeah, I like acai bowls, man. It's been funny because lately I've been craving them a lot. Like I would say within the last like um months, maybe even 3 weeks. Shoot, I might go there actually. We'll see. But all right, everyone. I think we're gonna call it. I'm calling it like Lord Shax. I guess until next time, we'll have the next repair. See you, Gene. All right, everyone. Peace.